Welcome to Anastasia. This is James May from the show Top Gear. Behind him there appears to be a semi-transparent humanoid. Can you explain to us the state of a transparent?
Sure. So, transparent spirits are frequently seen, but little understood. A transparent spirit has enough energy to balance between their spirit world and our world, but not enough power to fully form. They are usually seen for very short periods of time, sometimes just glimpses.
There is definitely something with this guy and Ghost.
When we were done the next morning, I was actually a little disappointed because I was hoping to see a ghost. I was hoping to have some kind of experience, and I was a little disappointed. I came back and I downloaded all of my photographs that I took that night into the computer, and I started going through the photographs. And I realized two of the photos were kind of interesting. I wanted to take a photo of the hallway that had the laser grid shining on the walls. When I came back to ETV and was looking at those two still photos, I noticed in the second photo, you could see the back wall at the end of the hallway. The laser lights lit the back wall. The first photo, you couldn't. It was like there was a black mass over it. I thought, well, that's odd. And I thought, well, okay, where the blackness is, the laser lights are streaking, which means they're in motion because this is a timed exposure. All the other laser lights are perfectly still, but the few of those laser lights in the black mass are moving. Okay, wait a minute. So then I went back to the second photo and we suddenly saw that there's this, what looks like a leg sticking out of the side room, which is a bathroom right there. There's a leg sticking out that wasn't there in the first photo. And in the second photo, the black mass had moved. I mean, it was like I caught two photos of someone walking through the hallway.
So we are talking about shadow people. What do we know about shadow people?
A number of religions, legends, and belief systems describe supernatural entities such as shades of the underworld and various shadowy creatures have long been stapled with folklore and ghost stories. Today, they are popularly called shadow people. Unlike transparents, they show in our world as a shadow, sometimes a full body shadow or part of a shadow.
The public tour that you can go on that's below the hangar deck. Again, we left the camera unmanned. We were in a completely different part of the ship at this point. And at the end of this hall is a doorway. Through that doorway, you can't see it in this shot, but there's steps going down. In the middle of the night while we were gone, apparently the videotape recorded sounds of someone coming up the steps and walking across the floor. Another piece of evidence that we found back in the edit room was during the interview with Bruce, the ghost tour guide that went with us that night. At the time, we didn't hear this, but apparently while we were recording the interview, we heard a strange voice. It happened right after the interviewer asked Bruce about, well, who are these ghosts on the ship? And he explained these are sailors who died while serving our country and are considered heroes. They should be considered heroes. And as the interviewer started asking the next question, we hear something, and here it is.
They're a special ghost. When we go on the tour,
I went into this with an open mind. I mean, I've never seen a ghost before in my life, so I didn't necessarily believe in ghosts, but I was willing to see what evidence there might be. I'm amazed what we got. I mean, the shots that I got of the ghost walking through the hallway, there's no other explanation for it. I can't explain it. The noises in the hallways, there's no other explanation for it. There was no one else in that part of the ship, and yet it sounds like there's people walking through the rooms. I'd love to go back in a heartbeat and do it again and spend another night.
This elderly woman claims her dead brother visits her every night. Some people would call these orbs. How would you describe this version of spirit?
I think of these as dandelion-shaped heads. Well, I'm 10. This seems to be the smallest form of spirit energy, but it can also change from this orb to a full-size spirit, shadow, or transparent. I think, for the spirits, this is the easiest way for them to move around.
Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe, 'cause I know where to find you.